In this poem, a symbolic incident is present. The poet is standing under a hemlock tree. He is in a sad mood. He thinks that his day has been lost. Then suddenly, a crow shakes the hemlock tree and the dust of snow falls on him. This little incident brings about a sudden change in the state of poet's mind. His mood changes. He thinks that it has saved the rest of his day, and then he gets busy with his work like the crow. It was a day of winter actually. It was snowing all around. A fine dust of snow had covered the top of the trees. A hemlock tree was standing there. The top of the hemlock tree was all covered with the fine dust of snow. The poet was standing under that hemlock tree. Suddenly, a crow from nowhere came and perched on the top of the tree. The sudden movement of the crow made the dust of snow fall down. The flakes of snow fell on the poet who was standing under that tree. The arrival of a crow and sitting on the hemlock tree is just an ordinary happening. There is nothing great about the incident. On the other hand, the crow stands for an ill omen, and the hemlock, the tree, is associated with poison. But these seemingly simple things of nature leave a deep impact on the mind and the mood of the poet. This ordinary incident leaves a deep impact on the poet, so far it has been a very dull and disappointing day for the poet. The day has not gone well for him, but the falling of the flakes and the dust of snow on him are welcome signs for the poet. His mood changes for the better and his spirit is uplifted. Now he realizes that the whole day has not gone waste. These moments while he is enjoying the fall of snow dust on him are his happy moments. They lift up his mood and gladden his heart, and now he realizes that at least some part of the day has been spent happily. In the end, satisfaction replaces the regret. You may note down the questions. Question 1 is, what is a dust of snow? What does a poet say he has changed his mood? How has a poet's mood changed? Next question is, what are the birds that are usually named in poems? Do you think crow is often mentioned in poems? What images come to your mind when you think of a crow? Poets use the birds and trees which are known for their beauty, like peacock, myna, parrot, cuckoo, and trees full of fruits and beautiful flowers. But here poet Frost has chosen a crow, which is not often used in poems. Crow is black in color with very harsh voice. Thinking of a crow brings very depressing images to our mind. What is a hemlock tree? Why doesn't the poet write about more beautiful trees such as a maple or an oak or a pine? Answer is, a hemlock tree is a poisonous tree with small white flowers. The poet Robert Frost didn't choose to use a maple, oak or a pine tree. He chose the hemlock tree and left all the beautiful trees to present his mood and feelings. Next is, what do the crow and hemlock represent? Joy or sorrow? What does the dust of snow that the crow shakes off a hemlock tree stand for? The crow and the hemlock tree represent sorrow and depression felt by the poet in this materialistic world. The dust of snow is a symbol of natural joy and energy. The dust of snow that the crow shakes off a hemlock tree means passing through the sad and depressing moments. So, poet is entering the time full of joy and optimism. Next question is, have there been times when you felt depressed and hopeless? Have you experienced a similar moment that changed your mood that day? Answer. There have been innumerable times when I have felt depressed and hopeless. Such moments were aroused by others' attitude and behavior, and sometimes due to my own conduct. Whenever I am upset, I go for a walk or try to engage in different activities. So students, for this question, you may write the answer according to your own convenience and experience too. Alright, next question is, what does the poet want to convey through the poem Dust of Snow? Answer. Through this poem, poet Robert Frost wants to convey that the little things in life can make huge changes in our life. The simple things we can do make all the differences and brighten a person's day. Next question is, Anne saved some part of a day I had ruined. Explain this line. Answer. The poet was feeling depressed and hopeless, so he was not in a good mood. He was standing under a hemlock tree when suddenly a crow shook dust of snow on him. This small and simple incident changed his state of mind. He realized the fact that he was wasting his time and decided to enjoy the remaining part of the day. Next question. What are the possible themes of this poem? What do you learn from them? Cite evidence from the text to support your answer. The theme of this poem are hope and positive perspective. The speaker happily decides that the day is saved because of the dust of snow that falls on him. He no longer thinks the day is wasted and instead has a hope that the day can be saved. The speaker's perspective is changed by a small event. Perhaps the poem implies that we can either think positively or negatively about the events depending on our perspective and points of view. Nature has the power to lift our mood even when we are highly despondent. Comment on the basis of your understanding of the poem Dust of Snow. Answer. The poem Dust of Snow is a poem which enlightens us how small things of nature can refresh us and cheer us for the rest of the day. The Frost has beautifully used a crow and a hemlock tree. Both of these are associated with bad omen and fear, but they have been used by the poet to uplift his mood and make him feel positive. Frost's writing skill as a poet lies in the fact that he is able to effectively convey to us how such a thing as the falling of snowflakes from the top of a tree can have a refreshing effect on the mind of a man. So every aspect of the nature, be it a crow or hemlock tree, can be a source of positivity and can be helpful in lifting the depressed mind. The next question is, how has the poet observed nature in the poem Dust of Snow? Answer. Robert Frost is a nature lover. The crow and the hemlock tree are associated with bad omens or death and fear, but Frost has presented them very beautifully. They bring cheer to him and are a source of joy. Though his poem, he conveys a very strong message that everything around us is beautiful. Next question. Why was the poet standing under the hemlock tree? Answer. The poet was feeling very depressed and hopeless. He was in a state of sorrow as he was lost in his thoughts. He happened to be standing under a hemlock tree. The incident was not pre-planned. Next question. Small things in life make significant changes in our life. Elaborate with reference to the poem Dust of Snow. Answer. The poem Dust of Snow reiterates that the little things in life can make huge changes in our future. It also shows that if we can take the hard times of life in stride, eventually something will happen to change our situation into happier ones. The simple things that we do for others can make all the differences. Just think about those random acts of kindness we do and how much they brighten a person's day and sometimes change their future. Noticing and appreciating all the small things in life will make our life happier. It will also cause us to have a spirit that is willing to change and therefore succeed. Next, what is the message of poem Dust of Snow? Answer. To the poem Dust of Snow, the message given by Robert Frost is hope and positive change can take place through negativity also. Little things can bring big change in life. Simple act of kindness done can inspire others with enthusiasm and may bring huge change in their lives. Next question. How has the poet mood changed? Answer. This crow has shaken down the branches of a hemlock tree, sprinkling the dust of snow on poet. The little dust of snow has changed his state of mind and saved his rest of the day. Now the last question is, what is the central idea of the dust of snow? Answer, the poem expresses the significance of small things in changing one's attitude. The poet appreciates the beauty of the snowflakes, which changed his mood from sadness to happiness and saved many precious moments from being wasted away. The literary devices in the poem Dust of Snow. See, this poem is very short, and here the literary devices are two. First is rhyme scheme and second is alliteration. What is rhyme scheme? Rhyme scheme is the pattern of rhyming lines in a stanza or throughout the poem. Alright? So, the rhyming scheme in the Dust of Snow is A, B, A, B. See, it means like A in first line, it is matching with A with the third line. Means the rhyme of the first line is matching with the rhyme of the third line. B, A, B. Means the rhyme of the second line is matching with the rhyme of the fourth line. Example, the way a crow shook down on me the dust of snow from a hemlock tree. Can you notice here the word crow at the end of the first line, its rhyme is matching with the word snow at the end of the third line. The way a crow, the dust of snow. Alright, crow, snow. A. Similarly, second line is shook down on me, and fourth line is from a hemlock tree. So again, here me at the last of the second line and tree at the last of the fourth line. Both of these rhymes are matching. So in this way, the rhyme scheme is considered as A, B, A, B. Clear? Alright. Now let us see the alliteration in the poem Dust of Snow. What is alliteration? Alliteration is the repetition of same consonant sound in the nearby words. Alright? So here, alliteration in the Dust of Snow is has given my heart and saved some part. So the here alliterative words are has, heart. Has, heart. Another is save some. Save some. Now, Dust of Snow is a very short poem of 8 lines, and the full rhyme scheme of AB is clearly visible in the ending words of each line, as we have already noticed, like crow and snow, heart and part, etc. It also uses symbolism in the poem, like snow symbolizes joy and hemlock tree symbolizes sorrow. Snow symbolizes joy and hemlock tree symbolizes sorrow. Well, last but not the least, here in the poem we can see a touch of assonance also. Assonance we have discussed in our previous audio. Examples are way rhymes with day, change and saved in between. Alright.